Thank you, Mr. B. It is said that toddlers ask between 100 and 300 questions a day. My parents probably wished I had only asked that few. The goal of all of these questions was to try to understand right from wrong and what we're supposed to do to get big and strong. Now that I'm a lot bigger and stronger than the 4-year-old me, I realize that all of these questions, even the ones asked to Mr. O in my horrible Spanish, like, ¿Dónde está tu pelo?, have helped set me up for what's to come. For those of you who don't speak Spanish, like my brother who's taken it for the past 3 years, that means where's your hair? Let me tell you about the first question I asked at Kiski. When I got here during COVID, each student had to take a COVID test and then quarantine until the results came back. We each received a 15-minute time slot to move into our dorm rooms that year. My dad and I arrived at our given time and moved into room number 4 in Dobb for my quarantine to begin. I spent the first night watching Netflix and playing games on my phone, and then I realized I had a problem. Luckily for me, Mr. Shapiro had given me his number and told me to ask him about anything I needed to get settled in. So I sent him an urgent text asking, "Where is the bathroom in Dobb?" This was a short 4 years ago. Since then, I not only learned where the bathroom in every dorm was, but I also learned that some things are better to figure out for yourself than to ask. We learn and grow as individuals. And even though it's always good to ask questions, I think it's safe to say Mr. Forsyth is tired of me asking about string theory. We learn not only from asking questions, but also from answering them. One of my favorite quotes by Confucius reads, "The one who knows all the answers has not been asked all the questions." I like this because it highlights the importance of being asked questions. Although, I swear if one more person had asked me if we have formal dinner on Monday, right after they were told in the dorm meeting, I would have lost it. Questions help you grow. In my time at Kiski, I've asked and answered thousands of questions, and I guess I got a lot of them correct, or I wouldn't be up here speaking today. Each question and each answer has taught me something. Whether that was that the Spanish word apenas does not mean what I thought it did, or that Javi didn't listen to a single word I said at the dorm meeting. Of course, the valedictorian is talking about asking questions, but when I looked up the history of the valedictorian speech, I saw that it's supposed to be the final goodbye to my graduating class. When I started drafting ideas for what my final impression I would leave at Kiski would be, I thought back to the first impression I left here. The young freshman who couldn't find the bathroom in the dorm. Now, I'm the experienced senior, who the young guys come to with their wide range of questions. I had the opportunity to grow up with all of the guys who received their diplomas today. So I'm pretty confident that their biggest question right now is, when will this guy shut up so I can enjoy my graduation? This past week, I've been asking myself a lot of questions about how I wanted to say goodbye. Goodbyes are some of the most difficult things in life. We have to say goodbye to our friends and family at times when we often aren't ready or don't want to. Luckily for me, this is a goodbye that I'm ready for. I'm ready to begin the next chapter of my life, and ready to ask my college professors to explain string theory so Mr. Forsyth doesn't have to. There's one thing that I don't have questions about. That is how I got here. I'm able to be on stage giving this speech because of the people who have surrounded and supported me throughout my life. First, all of the teachers I've had at Kiski. Thank you for helping me learn and grow as a student and person. Second, I would like to thank all my friends who have helped push me to be my best self. Dr. Williams, thank you for helping that scrawny little freshman learn to do a push-up. Mr. O, thank you for letting me make fun of you and for being the one teacher who put up with me in your class for the past 4 years. Coach Ross and Mrs. Ross, thank you for being my advisors and helping me progress in my wrestling career. Thank you, Mr. Bonds and my cousin Brad for helping me write this speech. Thank you, Grandmom and Grandpa, for everything you've done for me in my life. Thank you, Dad, for taking over the roles of both Mom and Dad and being the best parent a son could ask for. Finally, thank you, Josh, for being not only my little brother, but also my best friend. Sorry about the joke earlier. And to the class of 2024, thank you so much for asking me all of those questions and helping me learn so much throughout these years. Be sure to ask plenty more, and best of luck on whichever path you decide to take through life. Congratulations. We did it.